Okay, boys and girls, so today we are going to be creating a start of the school year selfie. So you guys probably all know what a selfie is. When you take a picture of yourself on a phone or a camera. But selfies also have a very important part in the art room. Creating a self-portrait is something that every artist is required to do. And if you've had Mr. Routson before in art class, we've created quite a few selfies together. Now, a self-portrait is a good way for the artist to practice their drawing skills by observing what they look like in a mirror. You can also create what's called just a portrait, and that is when you are drawing somebody else that is not yourself. This self-portrait is going to be a little bit different than the ones we've done in the past, because not everyone at home is going to have a mirror to look at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of draw myself in more of a cartoon fashion. The first step I'm going to do is take my pencil and my paper. I want my paper to be horizontal, not vertical. And I'm going to create a rectangle. This is going to kind of be like the border of my artwork. My rectangle's not perfect, and that's okay. Next, I'm going to do a second rectangle inside. Now, when I start drawing with pencil, I usually try to draw nice and light. That way, if I have to, I can erase and it doesn't leave behind a mark. Inside of this second rectangle, this is where I'm going to start my self-portrait. So this is going to be from the shoulders up. So you don't have to worry about drawing your legs or your arms. If you want to, you are more than welcome to draw yourself with your legs standing up, doing a cartwheel, dunking a basketball, whatever you can come up with. Mine is going to be mostly my head, so I'm going to kind of sketch that egg shape out here. I'm going to do my neck here, my shirt, and my shoulders. So that is the rough outline of my self-portrait. Now inside of this oval here, my eyes are going to be about halfway in between this oval. I'm going to do my eyes in kind of an almond shape, or like a football. And we're going to do our next one here. Inside, I'm going to add my eyelids. I'm going to add my eyeball. And I'm going to add my pupil, nice and big. This is going to be an important part of your portrait because inside of that big white circle here, that is called your iris, and that is where the colorful part of your eye will be. Hope you can see that. So that is your iris. That's where we'll add our color. Eyebrows will be next. My eyebrows are kind of big and bushy. We'll do our nose, which will start way up here. I'm gonna do a simple nose and just kind of do half like this. I'm gonna do a mouth. Kind of a half smile here. Get my lips on top there. Add in my teeth. Don't forget my ears. So your ears will go here beside your eyes. Hair. Don't forget the hair beside your ears here. If you leave that blank, something will not look right. Hair will come up and around. Okay. I'm gonna add my eyelashes too. Don't forget those. Okay. All right, next, we're gonna add in some fun details to the outside of our page here. So I'm gonna do the year 2020 to 2021. It's gonna be our school year this year. I'm gonna write my name down here, Mr. Routson. And then along this outside edge, I want you to create some designs of things that you are interested in. Be your favorite foods, be your favorite sports, be your favorite sports teams, favorite TV shows. You could write the name of your family members, your best friend, things that are important to you. I want you to draw on this outside border. So I'm gonna go ahead, the first thing I'm gonna do is create a little paintbrush because I'm an art teacher and art is important to me. There's my paintbrush. Let's do a pencil beside of it too. There we go. I'm gonna draw a little dog too. I'm thinking about taking my dog for a walk later tonight. She loves going on walks and hikes. Let's do a little dog. She's got a big long nose, big eyes. She's a hound dog, so she's got really long ears. Her big nose in the front. There's my dog. I'll write her name too, Sally. I'm gonna make a basketball down here. I love playing basketball. I usually play every winter, but it's been a while. I haven't gotten out to play. We've all been trapped inside for so long. So there's my basketball. One more thing at the top. I'm gonna draw some mountains because I love to go hiking and camping, backpacking, and being in the mountains makes me happy. There's my little simple mountain range. Bust out my crayons. Go ahead and start by coloring my portrait first. Be gentle with your crayons, especially on your portrait with all those nice little details around your eyes. My hair is kind of a brownish color, so we'll go with this darker brown for my hair. And again, color nice and light around these areas. My eyes are brown too, so let's color those in. Add a little bit of a reddish color for the lips. We'll leave those teeth white. Let me erase this part on my eye too. Looks a little dark. There we go. My shirt is black today. Color your shirt however you like though. There we go. Let's add a little bit of color to our picture frame here too. I'm gonna outline these letters, or these the numbers for the year. There. Go with an orangish red color for my name. You could do bubble letters or something if you know how to get creative that way for this part too. And I kind of like this red color. I think I'm gonna make my picture frame kind of this dark red. And then we're gonna color the inside of the frame. Because I'm gonna leave my background white here, so I wanna color this border. I'm gonna go with this nice pink color. Will look good with that red because pink is a tint of red. When we start mixing colors, when you guys come back to school with paint, if you add a little bit of white paint to your red paint, you get pink paint. That's called a tint. Let's go ahead and do my basketball here. My dog is not purple, brown, black, and white. She's got kind of brown and black spots on her ears. Her nose is a lot of white, but it does have black too. She kind of has a little black mask around her eyes. Brown nose, a little bit more brown here and there. I'm gonna kind of outline this with my black crayon too. There we go. Get my paintbrush done, my pencil. I'm gonna add a little bit of paint to my brush as well. Do my mountains. I'm gonna outline these with black too. Okay. Now for this part, if you want to add some color to this, let me outline Sally. I'm gonna add a color to my background too. Nice and light. When I color with crayons, I usually like to keep it in one direction. So here I'm doing a diagonal line. So because you can actually see that line, you wanna make sure you're following the same pattern or the same type of line the whole way. Otherwise it can start to look messy. So don't scribble, kind of try to keep your arm moving in the same direction. I usually color nice and light with crayons, unless I want it to be dark like for those mountains. And there we go. There's our start of the year selfie.